Hey guys, this is Chetan for Gizmo Times and you're watching the speed test comparison of the T variants of the OnePlus smartphones, the recent ones, the OnePlus 70 here, which was launched last year towards the end of the year, and the OnePlus 80 that's now launched in the Indian market. So the difference in the chipsets is that the OnePlus 70 comes with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 Plus. The Plus variant then was announced, and OnePlus, as soon as the announcement was done, had announced their OnePlus 70. But this time OnePlus is sticking around with the Snapdragon 865 and is not opting with the 865 Plus, and for the reasons that they only know, and we aren't seeing the Plus variant here. So how different is the 865 with the Android 11 based Oxygen OS 11? We'll have to see how good is the difference here. So we'll start with the Antutu scores to show you how different are the scores here, and then we'll move on with the speed test differences here. So 5,87,000, 4,92,000 for the same benchmark app, that's the 8.4.5 Antutu benchmark. And you can see here that with the difference in the points that you see, it's a huge amount of difference in both the CPU and GPU scores. The memory score also varies, and that is because it comes with the UFS 3.1 storage, and otherwise you see that the difference between the CPU and GPU is quite a big one. So 855 plus and 865 also differ quite a lot. But now let's do the reboot test first to see which one actually would restart faster. So as expected, the OnePlus 80 is already booted up, and the OnePlus 70 is still taking some time to reach the home screen and or even the lock screen. So that's the first difference here. The OnePlus 70 is not as fast as the OnePlus 80, at least with the boot speeds. Yes, now both of them are on the same network, and we'll start with a few applications, opening each of them and showing you which one actually loads these applications faster. Starting with the Antutu benchmark itself. So it's almost the same on both of them. Moving on with the Netflix application, it's a bit faster on the OnePlus 80. With the Prime Video, again the same case, 80 is a bit faster than the 70. Amazon loads up a bit faster again on the OnePlus 80, and will now move on with the ESPN application. Almost the same time here at least. And with the social media application, starting with the Facebook, no big difference. In fact, the 70 loaded it a bit faster, and with Twitter it's exactly the same time, and with the Play Store again almost the same time. Now we'll start with the speed test here and then go with the gaming loading speeds, and with the speed test we'll have to have them on the same network here, that's Act FiberNet, and we'll start the test on the OnePlus 80 first. So now going on with the OnePlus 70. Weird enough, we see a difference of almost 8 to 9 Mbps on the OnePlus 70, which is lesser, at least with the download speeds. But we'll do the retest as we do always, and we'll reconfirm the results. And the same on the OnePlus 70 now. So it's consistent here that the download speeds are a bit lesser on the OnePlus 70. We have seen that on the two tests that we have done. So that's where we feel that yes, the modem speeds are not as similar on both the devices. The OnePlus 70 lacks the speed there. Now with the game loading, we'll try it with the PUBG Mobile Korean variant. And as soon as we tap, the game started loading on the OnePlus 80, but it took a second to first load the app. So let's see how it finally performs and which one actually would load up the game faster. Clearly, for the first time, the OnePlus 80 already has loaded the application. But as we do it, the best of three, let's do it once again by closing these applications. So once again the same thing being confirmed, that it takes about a second for the app to first load up on the OnePlus 70. So once again, there's no need of the best of 3 here later, because both the times the OnePlus 80 loaded the game faster. And with the graphics settings, if you see here, if you go into the settings of both the smartphones, you can see that the graphic settings that are possible on the OnePlus 80 are still not 90 fps, but it's possible on the OnePlus 70 right now. You're getting the 90 fps option because it was one of the early devices to get the beta option as well. But later, now with the official rollout of 90 fps, it is possible on the 70 to get 90 fps frame rates for games like PUBG Mobile, the Korean variant that we are trying out here. But on the other side, the 80 is yet to unlock the same. So for the initial buyers, it might be an issue that yes, you don't have that 90 fps option and you don't get the same experience. But later on, we might see the OnePlus 80 as well getting the option there. But for now, you don't have it. So that's it guys, this was the quick speed test comparison and the benchmark comparison of the OnePlus 80 and the OnePlus 70. Of course, it is well quite faster on the 80 than the 70, but again, if you're someone who already has a OnePlus 70 and are thinking whether this is a huge upgrade in terms of the performance, no it isn't. So if you look at these scores, not just the benchmark scores which are not always the standard, but still this give you an idea that you could wait for the next generation chipset which is coming in a few months from now, or even a smartphone with an 865 plus is going to perform much better than what the 865 is performing. So this is not an upgrade from here to here, but if you are considering a new smartphone right now, you should surely go with the OnePlus 80 over the 70, even if the budget is a bit higher. So that's it guys, this was a speed test comparison of the OnePlus 80 and the OnePlus 70 smartphones. I hope you like this video. If you do hit the like button and subscribe to Gizmo for more. Thanks for watching and see you in our next video.